Okay, today we're going to talk about the rental agreement, who should pay utilities. Now obviously this is a contract issue, so this is a decision that can be decided by the landlord and the tenant, and they can choose, if they both mutually agree, that the landlord pays everything, or they can choose, if they both mutually agree, that the tenant pays everything. Now, I'm going to give you two recommendations. One comes from the environmental movement and from city offices like the Salt Lake City Office of Sustainability. And they say that renters should pay 100% of all utilities that they use in a rental apartment or a home. And that is because, on average, when renters or the end user pays the bill, they'll use 30% less. So if you're a pro-conservation, save the planet kind of person, you might buy that argument that, hey, renters should pay it. They don't use as much water, they don't heat as much, they don't use as much air conditioning, and they preserve our natural resources. So that is one argument. The second one is a business argument. Now, businesses generally pass on expenses if they can. And they do it in what we call kind of an apples-to-apples way. If there are 3 rentals on a street, and one of them includes utilities in the rent, and their rent is $900, and the other 2 don't include any utilities, and their rent is $800, and somebody's driving down that street and looking for places, the odds are they're going to call the 2 places that are advertised $800, and they're going to ignore the one that's advertised $900, even if it might have been a better deal because it includes utilities. So people don't look at the fine print when they're looking at your apartment. They look at what we call the base price. Now the base price is the rent, and then the utilities are additional fees or additional costs that aren't factored in to the base rent. So from a business perspective, it's recommended that you have the base rent and all of the utilities separate so that people can do apples-to-apples comparisons when they're out shopping. So those are the 2 trains of thought on why renters should pay all utilities. And if you have any questions, call the Apartment Association or take one of our classes. Have a nice day.